Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And smartly reclaimed. And here's Suarez. And it's Xavi. Messi! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Trossard. Oh, super find. And Sterling! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Sterling really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Rodri with the clearance. He's going for goal!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Odegaard gives it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played. That's good defensive concentration.
Rice with the short one. Can he put it away? Now, who's going to be first to this? Decent enough try.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. Oh, easy pickings there. Martinelli. Rice. Now Ødegaard. And here's Trossard. Trossard! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Half an hour played now. Martinelli. He is through here. Lewis Skelly. Rice. Now Trossard. Sterling. And he's really put himself on the line here. They've played it short. Shot a goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Ødegaard. Trossard.
There will be 3 minutes
Rice.
added time.
Now it's Martinelli. For Rice. Lewis Skelly. Trossard. Oh, what a climb! And there is the half-time whistle. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Barcelona obviously have a half-time lead, but it has come very much against the run of play.
Barcelona head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Ødegaard. Now it's Sterling.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I lad ambitious and adventurous too.
And here's Martinelli.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
What a throw in. And here's Sterling.
The attendance for this
Timber.
match was
Trossard.
61,052.
Oh, played through for the wide man.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 30.
Arsenal
Sterling.
choosing to make the
Coming on
first change.
field is
Well, he's going to inject a
number
nice bit of
7,
pace into that front line,
Bukayo
Peter,
Saka.
so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Picked out brilliantly. He's had a hit! Partey. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
And it's Luis Suarez. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Odegaard. Driving forward. Martinelli stood his ground strongly. Martinelli. Trossard.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Messi. Kivior. Moved on forwards. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Batistuta. Messi. Now it's Messi. And he's certainly onside here. He gets big. It's in. And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. What a great header. Got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 19.
Arsenal are making a change now.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Barcelona could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And that will be it. Barcelona are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserved. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking talent ever, and Gabriel Batistuta embodies that.
Yeah, he does. And in terms of out-and-out goal-scoring centre-forwards, I can't recall much better.
So you fancy him to score today?
I would think there's an extremely good chance.
Van Dijk. Now Costa Curta. Adams. Rodri. Xavi. Back into the middle. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Wirtz.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And he's taking no chances there. Kimmich. Rodri. Kimmich. Messi. Batistuta. Oh, nice touch. And here's Eto'o. And here's Batistuta. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Look, they don't come much better in terms of ball striking. It deserved a better result than that.
Bayer Leverkusen are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
And he's got the big... Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He's got away. Andrich. And that has been knocked clear.
There will be
Kimmich.
1 minute added
Now it's
time.
Eto'o. Tar. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Barcelona come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. Costa Curta. Xavi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Batistuta. Kimmich. Passing is crisp and sharp. Defending of the desperate variety. Barcelona are still that goal to the good. Tar. Barcelona leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score.
The attendance for this match was
Sick.
71,550.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value...
Hits one! He's got a goal! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
That looks a cracking ball. Batistuta! And he has kept it out somehow.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Batistuta! A reprieve. Oh, and he's had a hit! Oh, belter! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they are pulling clear here. He gave it plenty and some. Crashed it in.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think his job here, Peter, is going to be to reinvigorate that attack, just change the rhythm up front.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Shot a goal!
Substitutions taking place.
Wirtz goes short. And it's hoisted clear. Batistuta.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Substitution.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Six added minutes has been indicated.
That's a little off target. Andre. Granit Xhaka. To Tellier. Xavi. Now it's Eto'o, and he cuts out the supply. Tellier. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Barcelona, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And as you can see, we've already started here. Searching ball that into space. Spread neatly. He is through here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Batistuta. Now it's Batistuta. And Batistuta! Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, that's fabulous. Chooses to go back. Real chance! Now it's Perez. He has found the way through. He's had a shot! No mistake! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
There's the hit! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Barcelona take the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Roberto gets across to intercept that. Messi. He won't be happy with that one. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. 5 minutes till the break. Schneider. Bayer catches it safely.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And it's Schneider.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. So we reach the halfway. Batistuta! shortage of confidence there.
Well, we can't question the quality of the run. He'll have to answer for the rest.
Rodri. Oh, he's been caught now. And Batistuta! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Oh, a delicate chip through. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, delightful ball. And the pass is intercepted. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Luis Suarez. Nice ball, and he might be in here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Belletti. And here's Suarez. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
71,649.
And here's Batistuta. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. He's in plenty of space here. No, that's been intercepted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cole. David Villa. David Villa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Messi. No way through. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Kimmich.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played. And he's heaved it away. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Ruben Neves is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. Roberto clears. Oh, well. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
Please turn your attention to the
then, Jim.
screen for information.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. And it's Xavi. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Batistuta! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, it's Eze. Eze! It's a good run down the right. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Xavi puts his foot on the gas. He could be in here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And the flag has stayed down. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Nicely aimed pass. Neither side yet able to find the net. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Xavi. Messi. Drilled in low. That's a good cross in and a good clearance out. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Mbappe gets flagged offside. Stood up well to him there. Van Dijk. Oh, good read. Now, great chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Adams with the clearance. Cafu, and that is expertly dealt with. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now it's Batistuta, and he can clear it away. Gently done. Great ball if he can get there. Defending of the desperate variety. It's a great ball. It's anyone's ball now, and he's following up. Beckham to take it as usual. And now a sudden chance to counter. Costa Curta for Xavi. Kimmich, Barcelona finding their passes. Has a goal! Goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
It's so often...
And the whistle goes for half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling
Just
moment.
a quick announcement.
It is
We would
still
like to
very
inform
tight
you
here.
that CCTV
The game
is now
still
in
up for
operation
grabs.
for your safety.
And the half-time score, 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Barcelona
Substitution
come
on
in,
the field.
having established that
Number
lead.
20,
A game where the narrative is, at least in
Coming
terms of
on
the
to
scoreline,
replace him
so
is
far so good.
Number 7, David
And we
Villa.
are already promptly back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Vinicius Junior, Rodri, and it's Messi.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Can he finish? Oh, that's a vigorous... And Batistuta! Just too much, fractions.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of tweaks. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
Batistuta! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Xavi plays it short. He's got the shot away! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence.
The attendance for
He
this
has
match
found a
was
way through.
70,987.
Look at the space here.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Nicely weighted ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Tchouaméni can get it clear. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Pedri. Nicely worked. He's in a good position here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
The message is clear. None shall pass. And he's there to get it away. And he's quick to snatch it back.
Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Kimmich. And here's Eto'o, in with the challenge.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And that interception was most necessary. Mbappe! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Two added
Fire
minutes has
can
been
claim that.
indicated.
And that will be it. Barcelona have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue, the dress code. Eto! Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Stoichkov. Van Dijk cuts it out. Messi. Always onto this. And now they can clear their lines. And they're back on the ball again. Costa Curta. And he cuts out the supply. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking for options for movement. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Messi. He's through here. That is good alertness. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Danger averted for now. Costa Curta makes the interception. Stoichkov gets flagged offside. Played out towards the right wing. Nice interception, well timed.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Luis Suarez. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Iniesta, a player of legendary status. Kimmich. That's good vision. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's managed to get rid. Messi. Now it's Kimmich. It's Iniesta! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Iniesta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
There will be 1
It's a
minute added
mighty
time.
effort! And he's done it!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
there's plenty of
Hello,
positives to
everybody,
take
and
despite the
please
lead
join
being
me in
so
wishing
small,
a
Peter.
happy
I
wedding
think playing
anniversary
well,
for
good
one of our
energy,
fan club
a little more
members.
composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Barcelona having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are back underway.
Barcelona really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
And he's managed to get free. Shot goal! Sticks it away! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Now it's Kimmich. Passes short and sharp. Kimmich. Inter Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
The attendance for this match was
That's ruffled a few feathers, but
80,113.
well dealt with. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Messi gets a good foot in there. And here's the chance to counter. Well, that's been cut out, well played. He's picked his way through. Chance to... And the finish! Goal! Inter! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And now he has two. Inter Milan go into the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Rodri. Adams gets over and intercepts. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's... Can he finish? And he hits the net. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal.
Decent hit! And that's a real chance missed.
Eto has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Substitution for Inter. Number 2.
They have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Neymar. Number 21. Stoichkov.
Stood up well to him there.
Number 4. McAllister. Number
Messi.
15.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. In by Messi.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, great ball! Luis Suarez! Now, who's going to be first to this? This time, surely! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Barcelona really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Five minutes to add. Oh, that's a key interception. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. Lucas Moura couldn't squeeze it through. And that's that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Barcelona certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Make his way to the information center.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. No, that's been intercepted. It's Ronaldinho. Oh, super find. Batistuta! Batistuta! It's anyone's ball now. Xavi. Passes short and sharp. That is good alertness. Can he get away here? The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, they could break here.
Well, Peter, there's a player on this pitch who's hard not to like. The smiling assassin, Ronaldinho. He always looks like he's having a...
Mbappe! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Belletti. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. And it's Luis Suarez. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. Vinicius Junior! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Xavi. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Vieira, a player of legendary status. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Vinicius Junior is onto this. He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Could be danger here. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. It's Luis Suarez! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Batistuta! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Played with finesse. And Batistuta! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Passing is crisp and sharp. He could be in here. Shapes to shoot! And it's there! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Xavi at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
And it's Ronaldinho. That's a good ball out wide. And there's green grass ahead of him. Climbs up big! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Bayern Munich certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Messi. Kimmich. Now it's Batistuta. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
There will be 3 minutes added
Cafu
time.
is charging up on the overlap. Batistuta. Now it's Luis Suarez. He's got away. Now can they get it back? Hazeloken has a go. They've done it! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. And the first 45 minutes are up. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Yeah, I think the first half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
Messi! Bayern Munich have their second corner now. Messi! In for the pieces! It's in! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Van Dijk getting this one clear. And that's been won straight back. Xavi. Can he put it away? Great football, shot and save.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Xavi with the short one. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And now a sudden chance to counter. Vinicius Junior. Kimmich. Xavi. Always onto this. Cafu. Now Davis. Lampard. Now it's Mbappe. Kimmich. Xavi. Now it's Luis Suarez. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. But he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders.
And the shots! Mbappe. And it's Messi. Thinks one through. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Vieira. Lampard. Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide. Messi given the lift of his goal. Vieira cuts out the pass. Van Dijk. That's really well manoeuvred. Xavi. And he welcomes it in. Pass is just off target. Lampard. Just about up to 75 minutes. Steam and Messi!
substitution for Barcelona. Number 14, Batistuta. Coming on
Good
the
steal,
field
he just
is
read it.
number 9, Ito. Substitutions taking place.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Belletti. Kimmich. And here's Eto'o. Nicely aimed pass. Done delicately. He can run onto that. Rashford. And it's Cruyff. Adams gets across to intercept that. Xavi. Oh, delightful ball. Danger averted for now. Gets into some space. Now it's Messi. Turns and goes back. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Rashford. Now it's Kane. Oh, and he's through the middle. Now he's off and running. And it's Xavi. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Belletti. Luis Suarez. Suarez finds himself offside. Van Dijk. That's that, the end. Barcelona pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the... Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cruyff. Cruyff! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's
Oh,
Gnabry.
great feat, that.
And he whips it in. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Hammers with the short one. Now the finish! Tries to get it clear. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Goal! Barcelona! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. Climbs up big! Some really good ball movement.
Drogba really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he can clear it away.
That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
Now it's Cruyff, played out to the right. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
England clearly should...
Luis Suarez! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Real chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Oh, how that cross...
In he goes again! It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And that could set him on his way. Big chance! Must be... Can he finish? He scored!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Drogba showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Gnabry. That's a good run he's making there. Sticks it away! England are back in business!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
The goal scorer for England.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Barcelona playing their part in a real slugfest here. A glut of goals and nothing to suggest much is going to change.
Please be reminded that drinking is
It
only
is
allowed
quite
in
a
the areas
game,
shown in this
breathless
map. Thank you very
and
much
laced
for
with
your
excitement.
cooperation.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2.
Substitution for England. Number 22, Serge Gnabry. Coming on the field is
Barcelona
number
get the
4,
second half going.
Beckham.
Rodri. And here's Eto. Luis Suarez.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And it's Beckham. Good play on the left-hand side here. England trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. England are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Koundé
The
clears
attendance for this
and
match
claimed
was
it back swiftly.
70,987.
And here's Eto. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Kimmich. And here's Suarez. Luis Suarez has a shot! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Looks a good ball through. He's got the shot away! Goal, England! And the comeback is complete.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's heaved it away. And they're back on the ball again. Nice sequence of passes, this.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been...
Big chance! And the pass is intercepted. Rodri. He's had a shot!
Barcelona have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Oh, that's clever.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And we're done. Barcelona illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. We have already started here. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's gone forward, dinked through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Luis Suarez. Passes short and sharp. And here's Iniesta. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his just beautiful, beautiful passing.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Costa Curta.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And he was quick to react. Eto.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Eto. Oblak clears. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And he was alert to it. Kostic. That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Now it's Luis Suarez. Kostic. DiMarco has it out wide and in space. Kimmich. Iniesta. Now it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez. Messi. Picked out. Big chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know, what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
And there is the half-time whistle. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Just a quick reminder today.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. It's the start of the second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Kostic does well to stand firm and defend it. Now it's Luis Suarez. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Pedri. No, that was never going to make it. Rodri. Barcelona finding their passes. Eto'o finds himself offside. Eto'o. No, again there's no way through. He won't be happy with that one. Goalkeeper's ball. Araujo cuts out the pass.
The attendance
Talisca.
for this match was 71,649.
So we've reached the hour mark. It's a sweet ball, that. It's a pretty loose pass. And they're quick to get it back. And now they can clear their lines. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, played right into his path. Rodri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Kimmich. He is through here. Oh, well played, well played. And it's Messi. Messi.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Luis Suarez. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Barcelona can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
It's a throw-in. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. He's played him through. Just the goalkeepers. It's Luis Suarez! It's in! And this is getting better and better.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And yes, it's him again. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place
Hello,
in the
everybody,
minds
and
of
welcome
the
to
footballing
today's
folk in
match.
this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, we're on the way. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that looks a decent ball.
There's the golden nugget, that is Paul Scholes, one of the game's unsung heroes.
And nothing seems to change him. All that adulation, he's the same bloke. Bale! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of big header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Belletti. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Luis Suarez. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Davids. Barcelona so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Looking for options for movement. Can he latch on to this? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, he's found support out wide. Chiesa. Lovely feet. And here's a chance. Lacking in accuracy.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Costa Curta. Adams. Shifted upfield. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Now then, the ball's come loose. Looking tidy in possession here. Lovely, and the finish! It's loose now, and they want to get it this time, surely! And again! Goal! Barcelona! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Suarez really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
So to play, and it is a goal kick. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Shot at goal! It's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That's really well manoeuvred. He could be in here. And we've reached half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement
Barcelona
now. We would like to
sitting
ask
pretty
you all
here
to
at
kindly stay
half-time,
seated
2-0
during the
up.
match. Thank you for your cooperation.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Kimmich. Iniesta. It's a good spell of possession, this. Scholes. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that's put paid to a promising move. Mbappe. And he was quick to react. Iniesta proves just a little bit too strong. Pass somewhat off target. Strokes it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Eto. Oh, there's a probing ball. Kimmich. Luis Suarez. Picked out brilliantly. He's had a hit! And that's another good win of the ball. Messi. And Messi! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good. They've got a healthy number of very tall
Substitution on the
targets to
field.
pick out from
Number
this corner.
17, Bale. Messi. Coming on the field, number 6, Erling Haaland. Number 13, Bernardo Silva.
Beckenbauer is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Messi. Oh, nice touch. And now a sudden chance to counter. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, that's nice. And Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Eto'o. That is good alertness. Scores! He's got a goal! Back to within one. Interesting. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
The goal scorer after 80 minutes is number 3.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
And he's in on it's Luis Suarez! Really well taken goal. And with that goal comes comfort.
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Haaland! Oh! Fantastic! He's got himself an absolute peach. Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
This is threatening to become
There
a
will be
really
5
good
minutes
game.
added time.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Bernardo Silva. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Haaland. Adams gets rid without sophistication. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And already we're underway here.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here? Well, speculative strike. Well, they've got it again. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass. It's Luis Suarez! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona have their second corner now. In with a header! Harmlessly behind.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
And that interception was... He's got the shot away! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Suarez simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived, and boy, did he hit it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that is as far as they're going to go. Adams spots it and intercepts. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Kimmich. Pau Kubasi gets over and intercepts. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Luis Suarez! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Shot a goal! And he's heaved it away. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's managed to gift it back. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Kimmich. Costa Curta producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, there's a probing ball. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Belletti.
Oh, great feat, that.
Luis Suarez.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Belts one. Oh, Oh, what a mistake! It's Luis Suarez!
There will be
Oh,
3
that was
minutes
no
added time.
routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Played back. And the first 45 minutes are up.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Barcelona go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Now it's Eto. Eto. Might be danger here. Eto gets flagged offside. Kubasi. Here's Rodri. Ødegaard. Vinicius Junior. And here's Haaland.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read. And the finish! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Ødegaard has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. And it's Xavi. Back into the middle. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game was full of
The
ifs
attendance
and
for this
buts.
match was
If only the pass could have completed its
72,306.
journey.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Haaland. Good effort from distance. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's shifting, there's the hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that would have been some goal.
I just hope he won't let the failure to score affect him. With the ability he has, he can reproduce.
Oh, smashing header! Decent enough try.
Rodri did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Mosquera, pressing high and with purpose. It's a lovely, neat pass. Now Ødegaard. Has a look and plays it forward. Eto. Played back in. And here's Xavi. Great ball, and he's in here. And here's Suarez. And he's in now, the finish! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.